All right. Here's another question for you. So I was thinking about like my own process. Like we have a process when we bring in clients, which is we run their lab work, we do a formal assessment, we come up with a game plan, we try to explain the game plan to them, and then it's up to them to decide what they do. I imagine you have some type of similar process, right? Of people come in and they're clueless and you have to sit with them and figure out. So maybe explain the process a bit.
So for the process for getting a scalp micropigmentation service, normally we start with a consultation to see if the client is a candidate for micropigmentation. After we consider they are a candidate, we schedule a date of service. When I give them pre-care before coming for service, a specific list of things that they need to do,
right,
which are very simple. Come fully hydrated and don't come with a hungover and things like that. Very simple things that you can do a night before. I go through their health questionnaires to make sure that they're not using any medication that's going to give an adverse reaction to the service. And after that, they come in for service. We draw in the hairline to make sure we agree mutually, okay, this is what looks good. The hairline design takes a little bit longer because we want to make sure that, it's going to be permanent. So we want to make sure that this is the right solution, the right choice for you. And then we start doing the micropigmentation. You sit with me for 2 or 3 hours. And after that, I'll give you some post-care instructions. I don't know how to take care of it for the 5 days after your service, which everybody can go to work afterwards. Anybody can go. The only thing is that, is no excessive sweating, which is the main important thing for 4 to 5 days.
Right. And then let me ask you a little bit about how many sessions, how long does each session, what's the expectation, what happens at each one?
Considering the sessions, I normally recommend between 2 and 3 sessions. I do it in multiple sessions to create a layering effect, to make it look a little bit more realistic, right?
Right.
On one session, I can oversaturate the scalp. The only thing is that all the impressions, in the end, they're going to migrate. And it's just going to look like if I just Sharpied your whole head. And that's not the goal. I normally want to leave enough skin around the micropigmentation to be able to create a contrast and make it look realistic. So I always say it's 2 sessions, and the third one most likely will be to just fix some areas that maybe it did not retain, or maybe one area is lighter than the other one, maybe the side that you sleep on, those type of things. But normally 2.
Right.
It's the number.
And then what's the first session lengthwise? Couple hours, or that's obviously dependent too, but what's the average? Couple hours? 2-3 hours?
2 or 3 hours if it's a full scalp, considering if it's like a hairline, I can do that in 1 hour.
And then the second time would be a little bit less, I assume?
The second time for the scalp micropigmentation is the same time.
Right.
It is the same time. Yeah.
Because you
2 to 3 hours.
Because then you take your time and fill in any gaps where it doesn't settle.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, awesome. And is there any numbing or anything, or painful, or it's nothing?
For the scalp micropigmentation, we do not numb the area.
Right.
We do it because it's not so deep like a regular tattoo. Tattoos, you definitely need numbing, and there's a lot of blood there. But we're going very superficial. So in reality, no.
Wow.
We don't do anything.
So it's not painful. You look good, and it only takes a couple hours. Right. That's a good product.
If we have to do it on a scale and pain level from 1 to 10, I'd say between a 3 and a 4.
I just went to the dentist today, and my pain level would have been 10 for 10, but they used, thankfully, numbing cream. I could feel it, but so that's not bad. So now let's get down to how does everyone find you? Social media, Facebook. I'm assuming you have all the accounts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instagram is all _scalps. What's your phone number? So if guys want to call you and ask you about your services.
So our phone number is 305-381-0516.
Conveniently located in Wynwood. By the way, if you like this video, smash the like button. Follow our channel. Follow her at All Scalps. Follow me at Rewind Anti-Aging Miami on Instagram. We also have a Facebook, Google Rewind Miami. And hopefully you'll come back for the show. For another show.
For another show. Let's do it.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, and thanks for tuning in. And we'll catch you at the next episode.